It's a real mystery where we are today, isn't it, Paul? Perhaps Agatha Christie knows. It says it's a pay and display car park.
Didn't you say there was a free one?
Well, maybe the sign's out of date. Let's see what the situation is. Well, there's definitely a space. This is a very interesting car that we've got. So it's a Skoda Fabia. And I'm going to show you something here in my pocket. You can get it out. It's my car key.
Oh.
Yeah, it's driven by magic. No, it's actually got a push button. So Paul, if you would like to get out of the car now and come round the other side, then we can show everyone the button and how it works.
Be right back.
It's bleeping because it's telling me that the car is still going. So I think if I just press this, see it says start, stop engine. There we go.
Oh my lord.
So I take it that you have to have the key nearby in order for it to work. Okay, let's go and explore Wallingford. So it's free parking for up to 2 hours, but you still need to put in your registration. Green to accept.
Okay.
Press green for free time.
Okay.
Ticketless system, thank you.
Do we not get a ticket?
So it's a ticketless system, and it said that after 2 o'clock on a Saturday it's free anyway, so it's now 12:20 or thereabouts. So that means
2 hours.
Yeah, we get 2 hours, but we can stay as long as we like for the rest of the day because it's going to be free after that point anyway. It's just a little bit disconcerting because I would have liked to have received a ticket, but I was assured by the machine, and we have it recorded here, that we did put in the correct registration. Wallingford holds a special connection to the legendary thriller writer Agatha Christie. Best known as the creator of iconic detectives Hercule Poirot and Miss Marple, Christie made Wallingford her home for over 4 decades. Christie moved to Winterbrook House on the edge of Wallingford in 1934 with her second husband, the archaeologist Sir Max Mallowan. Wallingford's picturesque charm and its tranquil traditional English atmosphere are thought to have influenced Christie's writing, particularly her creation of the idyllic villages featured in her Miss Marple novels. The fictional village of St Mary Mead, where Miss Marple lives, shares many characteristics with Wallingford and surrounding towns. Christie is buried nearby in St Mary's churchyard in Cholsey. Wallingford is also renowned for its medieval landmarks, including Wallingford Bridge and Wallingford Castle, established in the 11th century as a Mott and Bailey design. The Wallingford Bookshop, Hall.
Should we go in?
Well, Wallingford, like a lot of the towns in Oxfordshire, they're renowned for their independent shops, which is great to see that they are still thriving. So let's take a little look inside this one. See anything you like in there?
I think I have way too many.
Ah, right. Well, that's what the other chap was saying in there. He's got so many books that he's got no time to read them all. So we've got a working pottery studio behind us. This is another example of the small independent businesses that operate in these towns. You'd never see something like that in a big city. Wow, Paul, look at this. The old post office. It's been turned into a restaurant now, but it's got the post box outside still. It's a double one. ER, yes. Very similar to the one that we have in Uxbridge, which is painted gold, of course. But it's great to see that this post office has been repurposed, because a lot of them have just been left to rack and ruin.
Right, yeah.
Well, at St Mary's and St Leonard's Church, there is a produce market every Saturday morning between 10 and 12:30. Fortunately, we had just missed it. It's just gone 12:35, so we'll have to come another time if we want to visit. Ah, well, Paul, we missed it this time. So you say there's another market in town?
There is another one in the market square.
Oh, right. So it goes on later in the day then, does it?
I don't think that it is a farmer's market.
Right.
It's just like a Saturday market.
Oh, okay. So maybe not all is lost. No. But before we do that, look at the town information centre behind us. All these lovely flowers outside. It says, "Welcome to Wallingford Town Information Centre. Enjoy this historic town and local areas. Come in and browse." So maybe we should take a look to see.
Yeah.
So we've got the Agatha Christie theme in here, and also Midsummer Murders location guide. Of course, it was filmed in this area as well. Lots of local information. You could visit Bletchley Park, the home of the code breakers from the Second World War. I'm going to pick this one up, the Bus Museum of Oxford. That might be interesting for a future time. And here we have lots of information about the Aghatha Christie connection. And I like the fact that the sign is like it's in an old railway sign, the actual notice about the information. Well, I just switched into stealth mode so as we could take a look at the Tourist Information Centre. But we've got a telephone box up here, and again with post boxes and telephone boxes, I'm fascinated by both of them. And this one's still got a phone inside, but is it in working order? Let's take a look. Well, the door opens. Oh, it's got that very familiar smell of a telephone box. And look, I've even found a penny in here. Oh, check the slot. There's nothing else. And let's see if there is a ringtone. All right, let's see. Is it possible to make a call in here? Don't know if you can hear it, but yeah, there's definitely a ringtone. So we have a phone box in working order here in Wallingford. Oh, there's Paul with his collection from the Tourist Information Centre.
I didn't even know that they filmed Midsummer Murder. Well, part of the scenes here. I think that it said that some of it was filmed in Wallingford, and then some other areas were filmed in Benson.
Yes. Now, we've also got really good public transport connections on the buses here. I can remember when we lived in Abingdon, we did actually come to Wallingford once.
Once, or was it twice?
Well, once on the bus, definitely. We might have had it when we had the car, we may have driven. But that bus, that one's going to Central Reading, although you'll not be able to see that it says that. But there are buses to Oxford as well, and to Abingdon. You just saw the Abingdon bus a moment ago, didn't you?
33.
Ah. If you fancy going to the cinema, there is the Corn Exchange right in the centre of town. Well, we did mention the outdoor market before. I don't think there's that much to it. It looks as though there's a bit Morris dancers or something.
There's Wallingford Radio, and then there is the exhibition, a photographic club, the Morris dancers, and then there's the choir, then they have the Age UK, and then there's the boutique.
Yeah. So not a great deal, to be honest. But there is a charity shop. Oh, there's also a newsagent's as well.
Oh wait, and then there's also Helen and Douglas. Can we go there? Because
Helen and Douglas House.
Because I used to go to that one in Abingdon.
Was that the one in Abingdon that was down
Right at
like
the
a
corner.
Yeah,
Right at the corner.
and it was down like a little sort of, it was like a long kind of strip. Yeah.
Reach new horizons. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's Paul and Marcus. Is this like too big? This is slim fit.
Let's check out the newsagents. Wow, lots of location books here. Walks in the Children's. So did Harry Potter film around here as well?
Remember.
Oh, look, a Highland cow.
What do you got?
A Highland cow, look. I didn't know we were in Scotland. Look. Look at this one.
Look at this puffin.
This is a very fluorescent Highland cow, look.
Maybe she had a dye job.
And what's this? Oh, a Highland cow with her blanket. Oh, I used to love all these things when I was growing up. In fact, I might still like them now. And it used to be, you would always get the sheets of card. We'd make things at school, and then I would try to like replicate them at home. And there was a shop in Ballymoney that always sold these different colours of card. Doing my bit for the local press again, I've picked up a copy of the Herald, the Wallingford edition, and this is produced by the same company that brings out the daily Oxford Mail. And of course I worked for this company for several years, and I used to work with the chap that in that time ran the Herald, Colin, and if you're watching, hello to you, and hope to meet up with you sometime soon. Were you in cancer research as well, Paul?
Yes, I was.
Nothing in there for you today?
Not today.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a Royal Mail van just over there, and we are outside the old post office again because it's lunchtime and we've decided we're going to eat there. So let's go check it out. So I'm walking up towards the toilets. It actually smells like an old post office, if there is such a thing. Oh wow. This really does feel like the old post office in Ballymoney. It had floors just like this. Incredible. Well, I really did like that building in there. It really did remind me of the post office in Ballymoney. When I walked up to the toilets, the floor was just as I remembered it in the old post office there. And unfortunately, that building's no longer open to the public. But I had the small fish and chips, and it was just the right amount for me. And you had a very unusual pizza, didn't you, Paul?
I had a bolognese pizza. So it's basically bolognese sauce, but on a pizza. It was very messy.
Yes, you gave me a slice as well, and when you did, it almost fell into my Diet Coke.
It fell on the table.
Yes, so it was a bit sort of slishy and slushy, but it was very nice indeed. And you had a pint of Meantime. Was it Meantime Lager you had?
IPA.
Oh, right, okay. Well, I PA'd in there too. Paul, do you see who's behind me?
Aghatha Christie?
There she is, in all her glory. Watching over us, possibly taking notes for her next novel. Another murder mystery? Could Miss Marple be lurking around these parts? Well, Paul, it looks as though we've got some steps to climb up to get to the castle. So many steps in our episodes. Well, it's the only exercise that I get, isn't it, Paul? I hope it's worth it. Ooh,
I think it's this way.
I see the castle.
Lead the way.
Careful, it says it's an unsafe structure. That sounds like me. Ooh. Oh dear, yes. Be very careful, Paul. Well, you go through the door and I'll meet you round the side.
Okay.
Decided to just pop out for a bit, did you, Paul? This rather impressive building holds the Wallingford Antiques Arcade, and there is also a tea room in there as well. Well, this little nook would be worthy of an Aghatha Christie novel. But the real reason we are here is because it's quite breezy now and it might affect the sound, and we still haven't got one of those furry muffle things for the microphone, so we hope that you can hear us.
Yes, and we really hope that you have enjoyed today's episode from Wallingford.
Indeed. And if you'd like to buy a channel membership, you will get access to episodes in advance of them going public, and that's just for $1.99 a month. And if you're feeling really generous, then you might want to contribute with a super thanks, and we'll be very grateful for that indeed. Well, our Big Oxfordshire Road Trip continues, and the next stop is Wantage. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.